Hello everyone, I'm John, this is Sean.
Alright.
And this is Everyday Food Reviews, and today we've got a Wraith catch-up flavour review.
Yep. We're looking at 5 flavours.
We've got 5 shakers of water.
Yep. We've got Nitro Orange, Voodoo Grape, Blueberry Lemonade, Fiery Ginger Beer, and RGB Berry.
That's what it says.
So, should we get these out of the way for the thumbnail? So, got some.
That green tape is an add-on for Sean because it kind of half split.
Cool. Hold on, get that again. I have my fingers in the way. I don't think about where I'm putting my fingers half the time.
Cheeky.
Taken out of context. Lovely. So, yeah, we don't actually have a Wraith shaker, but I'm sure the people who watch these videos are intelligent enough to realise that this is nothing to do with sponsorship or anything. These are just the shakers that we've got.
But Ted at Wraith could send us a shaker.
He could, and the latest flavour as well. In the meantime, I think I might be ordering a shaker because I did really like the cola flavour. And unless
you want an excuse to buy it again,
unless one of these is better.
There's a couple here that I think sound really good,
like the Fiery Ginger Beer.
No, the Voodoo Grape could be very good.
Yeah.
Nitro Orange could be a bit different. I'm intrigued at that because I think there's not a lot of good orange flavours.
No, it's
you
just
always
like,
goes back. It's always just like a 19p bottle of squash that you mix with water. And I'm hoping it's not like that.
Yeah, a lot of the time with orange, it's like it either tastes like squash or it tastes worse than squash.
So I think the Voodoo Grape should maybe go one of the last. I love that purple they use as well. So smart.
Which one should we start with? So I'm probably most excited for Blueberry Lemonade.
Okay, so we'll leave them two till last.
Okay.
RGB Berry's been out a long time.
Yeah, I think
compared to everything else, so I think maybe start with that.
I think that and Nitro Orange
came out together
with one of these two. I think it was the Blueberry.
I thought them two came out together.
They did, but there was 3 that come out together. It was those 2, and I think the Blueberry.
Yeah, but we're doing
Lemonade.
that last.
Yeah, so
we'll do them 2.
Yeah.
We'll have the Nitro Orange as a nice little talking point in the middle, and then we'll do the 2 that we're really excited for.
The ginger beer in the middle.
Yes.
Yes. I do like the Wraith sachets.
Yeah.
Or they're a lot better now. The old sachets were just like plain and then they had a sticker on. But these newer sachets are much nicer. They feel pretty premium. So Wraith it's a 7-gram scoop, or sachet obviously in this case. And they have 200 milligrams of caffeine. Also, it's worth stressing something when I've got this powder out. I have had these sachets a while. It's worth stressing that there is no maltodextrin in these. So it's sugar free and maltodextrin free, so if you're on keto or you're diabetic, these should be pretty safe, or at least safe in the glycemic index regard. Obviously if you're diabetic, you do want to be thinking about caffeine and stuff as well, the effect that has on your heart. I'll worry about that when I get a diagnosis.
So how much water?
400 ml we've used, or just under 400 ml rather. And what do they say?
4 to 5.
4 to 5,
So we've gone flavour intense.
We have. Yeah, normally we either go for we either default at 400 ml or sometimes just down the middle of the recommendation. The recommendation is usually something like 350 to 450 on a lot of these drinks.
Now, if I remember correctly, Wraith did still have a bit of insoluble material.
Yeah.
But it's the case of everything else.
Yeah, I mean, the only one we've had that doesn't is X Gamer, which is just...
That got me in the eye.
I find the flavours of Wraith are generally more intense, and there's a lot of natural extracts and stuff in there as well. So that's just never.
I need to remember not to drink too much of these because we're having
500. So this one's the RGB Berry.
Now I wouldn't be disappointed if this tasted like Vimto.
I don't think you're going to like this.
Oh.
To me, this smells very, very sour. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
It's not as sour as it smells.
No. It reminds me of Parma Violets.
That'd explain the colour. This is the sort of colour I was expecting the grape one to be.
Which is interesting because I think there was a Parma Violets whey protein or pre-workout that My Protein have done recently.
Was there?
Yeah.
No, it tastes a bit like Parma Violets, but sour.
That's actually pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's move on.
I don't know, there was something I was going to say, but I've forgotten what it was already.
Just put that on there, mate. We've probably just put it on the sink or something. Awesome.
Well, that's easily my favourite one so far.
Passes the fiery ginger, I'll start mixing. So we haven't got loads of downtime mixing.
Yeah.
So this one is the
Orange.
Nitro Orange.
Nitro
Of
Orange.
course it is, look at the colour.
It's quite a yellowy orange.
I inhaled some of the stuff up in my nose. It made me sneeze.
I heard.
So, Nitro Orange.
Smells nice. Smells like orange Fanta. It's actually the colour is more like Fanta. If you've ever actually poured Fanta out nowadays, it is more of a yellowy orange, isn't it? Cheers.
Oh. That's arguably the best orange flavour we've ever had.
You say that, and I don't disagree, but what other orange flavours have we had?
Alright, orange-based flavours, because I could group most of the tropical ones
Yeah, okay.
with this. They all taste roughly the same. And the
Apart
tropical...
from the Wraith tropical one, oddly enough, which has like a heavy coconut element to it, which is nice. Like the Wraith's probably the most different tropical flavour we've had. Yeah, this is good. It doesn't taste just like squash, and it doesn't taste like a vitamin C tablet.
No.
Which are the two pitfalls with an orange flavour.
Yes.
It tastes more, somewhere probably between squash and Fanta, which I think is good.
Yeah, it's very Fanta-esque. I was literally, you know, well, sorry, I'm going to go clean my glass bottle.
That's all right.
Shout over it. I was literally just drinking that, thinking you could potentially put some of this in a soda stream and it would taste just like a Fanta.
Yeah.
That would be a good experiment to do.
Yeah, we still need to try some more flavours with milk. Maybe we should just do one video and have all the weird stuff. So try this with some fizzy water and try some other stuff with some milk and all the weird stuff we've had on the back burner. Just put that all in one video.
Maybe. Kind of like with the amount of glasses that people have when they play them, we could just have all glasses full of milk and water and then just play with them with energy formulas.
Just leave the milk out in the sun for a bit. Because, you know, I've said I like the sour flavours.
I hate sour milk.
I'll start on this, these two. Put the blueberry one in the blue shaker.
So I put this fiery ginger beer in the G Fuel shaker. Do you know why?
Because it's going to probably be most comparable to G Fuel's Spicy Demonade in terms of flavour.
You're a clever guy.
Yeah, sort of.
Ted, if this is bad, mate.
I met Ted in Costco the other week. After we recorded a Beyond video, I went to Costco and there was a fella in
Who's
a...
that?
It's just solidified a bit just because it's so old. It'll be fine when it's mixed with water. So, yeah, I saw a fella in Costco and he had a Wraith hat and a Wraith top.
You've not had any of them either.
What?
Not had either of those either.
And I thought, I have to say something to him. So I just went up behind him and said, "Who?" No, I didn't. I said,
"Do you work for Wraith?"
"Yeah, excuse me, do you work for Wraith or something?" And he says, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, I'm Sean, I make videos." And he said, "Oh, yeah, everyday food reviews. I recognise you." I said, "Who are you?" He says, "Oh, Ted." I said, "Oh, yeah, Ted from Wraith."
Number one man.
Yeah, so yeah, that was cool. We had a nice chat. And he said this ginger beer flavour, you're either going to love it or hate it. And I said, well, I would imagine you'd have one of each when we get around to it.
Yeah. He did also say he thinks he sees me around where I live.
Yeah, I said he should just say hello.
Definitely. Just say hello, pull me to one side, spear me in Tesco, you know, whatever. Just a laugh in it.
So...
This is very similar. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's almost got like the red chili flakes that Sour Demonade has. Spicy Demonade. Yeah. Look at that.
It smells... Like, I know it's called fiery ginger beer, so you're going to say, yes, Sean, what did you expect? But it smells exactly like old Jamaica fiery ginger beer. Like, it's indistinguishable. Cheers. And in terms of appearance, it looks just like it too, barring the...
we're gonna put a disclaimer here on the screen now. John doesn't like ginger beer. Okay, so from anything that I say on for the next 30 seconds, take with a pinch of salt. Or ginger.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
It tastes exactly like ginger beer, but just flat. This is another one we need to try with fizzy water.
Okay. If you say so.
I don't know what I expected, but the flavour's bang on. It tastes exactly like fiery ginger beer.
Awesome. Well done, Wraith. I can't...
But that's the thing, it's no more fiery, it's just like ginger beer. It's not like the G Fuel Spicy Demonade where it's like...
Undrinkable.
Yeah, you'd only drink it on a bet. The only time I've used that now is when I've been mixing it with other things to try and make it drinkable, or if someone's come round and said, have you had G Fuel before? And he said no. I was like, try this. This is what G Fuel's like. Awful, innit? Awful. Don't buy it. Buy
Yeah, I made a mistake of buying all this. I mean, let's be honest. Even Wraith can't get offended over me not liking that because I'm quite...
Well, no,
I'm a really big fan of Monster.
Yeah.
And I didn't enjoy Monster Mule. To be honest, lad.
I did enjoy Mule. Not as much as I enjoyed the new Monster Assault, though. That was amazing. That's the best cola flavour I've ever had. That's the best cola energy drink since Coke Energy. And if anyone knows how to make a cola flavour, it's Coke.
Okay then.
That's the blueberry lemonade.
Okay.
You'll just give it a... Yeah. So look, this one, it just delaminated slightly. I'm positive it would not have been an issue if I didn't have this in my camera bag for about 3 months.
That's a cool colour.
Oh.
I nearly put it there.
Right, I said to John, the thing with the blueberry lemonade is we're going to be comparing it to the best blueberry lemonade flavour ever, and that's Pump HD. BPI Pump HD.
You'll need to give people a 30 second to a minute history lesson on BPI Pump HD, I think. Don't shake that.
BPI Pump HD is a pre-workout from BPI. It's called Pump HD. They did a few flavours, but the blueberry lemonade flavour or blue ice lemonade or whatever it's called, it's blueberry lemonade. It's one of the best flavours of anything I've ever had. I've still got a couple of tubs of it sealed. It's also luckily a very, very good pre-workout. It's what I would use on my, like, what do you call them when you do your maxes instead of your sets?
PBs.
Yeah, it's what I'd use for those days. It's incredible, but then they like reformulated it. The flavour was almost as good, but they like made it caffeine free and all sorts and started messing around with it. But that for me is like the benchmark of blue lemonade flavours. And I said to John, I'm most excited for the blueberry lemonade, but it's got a high bar because I'm going to be comparing it to that in terms of flavour. But pouring it out, it's the exact same colour. So that's a good start.
Maybe Ted or one man? It's one man. It's just because we've got Red Man in the Discord. I'm going to get confused. Maybe
Hello,
Ted,
Red Man. I hope you're alright, mate.
Maybe one man or Ted. We're big fans of Pump HD too, and said
maybe
we need to make a flavour that colour.
Yeah. Well, apparently these new flavours, they had a new flavour guy who's just good. I'm going to have to bleep it, but I can't think of a more appropriate expression. Tot.
We'll put some
Cheers.
fire emojis. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. So it smells similar.
Don't look at me for an opinion because I've had it a lot less than you. The anticipation is killing me.
We need to do another video.
On Pump HD.
I need to open one of the tubs I've been saving. And we need to do these side by side. Because going off memory, this is indistinguishable. It's actually better insofar as it's less chalky because it's not full of creatine and stuff.
It's good flavour. It's fresh.
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Look at his little face after the disappointment of assault the other week.
But that's it. You could have told me this is the new Pump HD, and I'd have said they've done well. It tastes as good as the old one.
Do you know what? If you got a double scoop of that, because that'd probably put you on course of what the old Pump HD would do.
I think the old Pump HD was still only 200 milligrams of caffeine, but there was just like 3 or 4 grams of creatine in the scoop. It was something like a 12 gram scoop, I think.
See, so a scoop of that, and you might have a new pre-workout, mate.
It's even got like the same aftertaste.
Nice.
I'm flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted.
Absolutely flabbergasted.
That's good.
I said to John, one of my main fears about having had these flavours stack up and then doing them all in one video, I was worried because I'm thinking, I don't want to get to the end of the video and say, yeah, these new flavours that aren't new anymore and haven't been for a while, don't even buy any of them because none of them are as good as the cola one that we reviewed most recently.
Or they might have even been discontinued.
Yeah. I think Wraith at the moment actually have like the
most flavours
of any UK-based energy drink company.
It won't surprise me.
But these flavours are sort of, that they are a consistently higher standard than the first 5 we looked at, and the first 5 were good. The tropical one still stands up as a unique tropical flavour that no one else is doing.
Oh, and something we haven't mentioned, you can try all these with 10% off using EFR 10.
Yeah. Discount code at checkout. But we've not had the latest flavour yet, but
Yeah, happy lad.
I am fictional. Absolutely made up.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is this has got glitter in it?
Is it?
Can you see that?
Holy sh... Wow! It's got like proper gold glitter, look at that! I hope the camera can pick that up, hang on. I'm up.
Oh, yeah, rotate that. Is the glass going to be better because it's not frosted?
Oh, you can see the glitter in it, mate.
Can you? It's funny that the only other drink we've had with glitter in was the X Gamer Horus, so it's funny that that's ended up in the X Gamer shake.
Wow! Proper gold flake?
I don't think it's proper gold flake.
No, I know.
Disclaimer. It's
Voodoo Grape.
Yeah, if you...
It smells a bit like Lewis Hamilton.
Well, that's a grape flavoured monster.
It is.
In spite of what people say. Like, if Monster say in their press release it's a grape flavour, I'm inclined to say...
Believe them.
Yeah, it's a grape flavour. Yes, it smells like that, but with elements of that RGBerry from earlier. Oh.
Doesn't taste that much of like Lewis Hamilton 44, but it tastes very much of grape.
That's very good. It's like, I think the most similar thing I'd compare it to would be the honeydew melon and grape beyond. But this is more sour and therefore nicer. Sorry.
I actually prefer that.
Yeah. Yeah. See, it's a tricky situation when companies are nice to us and send us stuff. And
We like both.
yeah.
Beyond and Wraith, they're smashing it out of the park.
Yeah.
They're not promoting themselves with shite marketing.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
They're just smashing it out of the park with good flavours. That is what you want.
Yeah.
Let your flavours speak for themselves.
And I do drink both. Like, we don't tend to make videos on things we don't drink unless it's sneak. Like, when there's enough sneak flavours to be worth spending money on it, we'll do a video and just say... Well, we say the same thing in every sneak video. These flavours are alright, but there's other stuff that's as good but cheaper and aren't...
And you could potentially find a streamer or someone with a discount code.
Yeah.
Which you can't get whatever at Sneak.
Yeah.
So they think they're above that.
I don't think any other company I've ever seen making energy drinks, even G Fuel, aren't as deplorable with their marketing.
I know, I don't get how, with the amount of sugar-free drinks on the market now, that energy drink formula companies think they can try and tear them down based on like
Sugar.
Yeah, and it's like, well,
Especially, like, Beyond don't market based on being sugar-free. They market based on being better than Sneak, which, you know, they are, and they market based on being good in their own regard, which they are. But the reason Beyond don't market themselves on, oh yeah, sugar-free, anything with sugar in is shit, then you want to pour it out on the roof, is because, like, it's got maltodextrin in it, which for people who can't have sugar is quite often worse than sugar. But Sneak don't care. Even Wraith don't market like that, and Wraith don't have maltodextrin in. So, but yeah. Anyway, this grape.
that grape is good.
Is good.
Grape is good.
I was reluctant to save that till last because I thought, you know, it's grape.
But it's got glitter in it. It's a good flavour.
As grape flavours go, it's really good. Really, really good. But I won't be buying it. I'll be buying the cola, and I'll be buying the
Blueberry lemonade.
And maybe buy some sachets of the ginger beer just for a video with some fizzy water.
Quite a bit of blueberry lemonade in the bottom of that.
All of these flavours were good. If you like the old BPI Pump HD, or more specifically the flavour of it, I would highly recommend the blueberry lemonade. That's
If you're not a fan of ginger beer,
then don't get
you
the
could
ginger
pretend. Yeah, I just thought, you know, you were going factual, so I thought
Yeah.
I'll put another fact in there. If you don't like ginger beer, don't get the fiery ginger beer one. The Nitro Orange is, I think for me, and I think you'll agree, is the most surprising.
For me, the grape was the most surprising, because the orange, I said, could go either way.
Okay.
The orange I expected to either be really good or really bad, and it was really good. So
I think I just thought it was going to be like a generic tropical orange cordial flavour,
Right.
and it surprised me massively on how good and how wrong I was.
yeah, the grape was like that for me. I thought it's just going to be generic Kool-Aid grape flavour, and it was more than that. It had, I think it was still a fairly pure grape flavour. It didn't have any other elements to it, but the grape flavour itself was more complex. It had like a sourness to it and a juiciness to it that isn't present in most
And
grape flavoured
had
drinks.
glitter in it.
And it had glitter in it.
We like glitter. Which might surprise people, we really like glitter.
There's still a little chunk in this corner here.
Just be happy, lad.
I am happy. I'm remorseful.
Why?
How long have we had this? Not known.
I don't know, you tell me.
Exactly. All this time. I thought I was still searching and waiting, but it was right there in the top pocket of my rucksack. All this time. Cheeky hello now and then when I open it to put my iPad away.
Hello?
So we'll get to you, lad, don't worry.
See?
Calm down.
Best things come to those who wait.
It's funny saying that and then looking at the Reaper there. It's not a Reaper, it's a Wraith. But it's funny.
I think on that note, it's time to end. Thank you very much for joining.
Just quick summary. Very impressed.
Smashed it. Well done, lads. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much to Wraith. EFR10 for discount on any of these products that you see or with Wraith at checkout. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.